Now, deforestation was one of the key commitments at COP26 and one of the first announcements at the summit in Glasgow. But now Sky News can reveal the deforestation deal has missed its first deadline. So let's take a look at that in more detail. And over the past 20 years, tree cover has decreased by 10%, and the rate of deforestation is estimated at 10 million hectares per year. At COP26, more than 100 leaders representing 85% of the world's forests committed to stopping and reversing deforestation by 2030. Now, the commitment is backed by £14 billion of public and private funding. Included in that, a group of donor countries promised $500 million to the Democratic Republic of Congo to protect the Congo Basin, which absorbs 4% of the world's carbon dioxide, but is suffering widespread forest loss. Well, our climate change reporter, Victoria Seabrook, is here with me now. So, Victoria, what exactly has gone wrong here?
Well, yes. So in return for this $500 million, about £370 million, that was promised to the DRC by a group of donor countries, signed by Boris Johnson to some fanfare during COP26, in return, the DRC was supposed to publish an audit of all of its existing logging concessions, permits, effectively. And the idea is that this would help to weed out some of those that were illegal. So that's those which are not ensuring biodiversity protection or protection for Indigenous and frontline communities. And so the reason why this audit matters is because campaigners say you can't start to tackle the illegal deforestation if you don't even have a handle on the numbers. And they believe it to be perhaps 22 illegal contracts, maybe in the 60s and 70s. Greenpeace Africa, they say that this was a botched deal designed to sort of grab headlines full of glitzy statements. And they say that this was always doomed to fail, this deal, because it wasn't conditional on actually stopping all new logging concessions. On the other hand, others would say, well, none of this money has actually changed hands yet, and that shows how the deal is working, because if commitments aren't filled, if these conditions and terms aren't met, the money isn't flowing, and that's right, that's how it should work. Now, it's still early days. The deal was only signed in November, and this audit was supposed to be published by the end of last year. It's missed that deadline, but of course it may still be published. It's due to be soon, but this is how we start to test whether these deals are really going to work.